Well, hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. This is my second show of the day. Okay. If you were not here earlier, you missed a great time. We were talking about the nephew of Maxine Waters uh, telling people not to vote for the Democrats. So you see, this is becoming a recurring theme. I hope that you can all hear me very clearly. You can see me clearly. So I'm trying to get everything worked out. I don't know what's going on with my account with uh, what is the account I've been using with the streaming service I've been using. So which streams here to YouTube. And so I've been reading about Lakewood, see what you got. Oh, thank you, Peter. You told me earlier you were going to do that. Yeah. So you see the deception, Peter. So I'm just going to give you um, just a little bit of commentary. And then, unfortunately, since what I'm using now is I'm streaming on YouTube, right? So StreamYard, the platform I was using, I was able to share. For some reason, it will only share with Google Chrome. But I tried that earlier, and you guys couldn't hear it. And then I have Firefox on my MacBook, but you can't share the screen. But I do have audio for you. And like Peter said, Peter, you said you had been reading about what happened in Lakewood. That's not the only place that's happening. But how you doing, Floridia? Um, and so I may not have the video, but I have the audio. And guys, until I get this little situation, worked out, hey, when I share something with you, I always have links so you can watch all the videos are here on YouTube. Okay. So glad that you're all here. So now, as we said about these sanctuary cities, they try to do things in the dead of night. They try to use word salad, word semantics. No one's stupid. We realize what you're trying to do. So Denver thought they were going to be cute. So they pretty much run out of resources. So they thought they were going to, again, check the wording. They thought they were going to dump the migrants on Lakewood, which is actually a suburb of Denver. And the citizens got wind of it. And again, uh, people know what's going on, right? They're not stupid. I don't care what kind of word semantics you use. Okay. Um, Peter said this might be the blueprint for communities to stand up. Peter, that's what I've been saying, right? Don't stand for this, right? I I told you if you were here, Peter, you were here for my earlier video. I said people need to file class action lawsuits. They're taking your tax money and taking care of non-citizens. That's incomprehensible. I don't. If you understand it, maybe I'm just slow and maybe I'm just not too bright or too smart. Type in the comment section and then help me to understand it. Okay, so that's the commentary I have for you. Denver's resources are depleted. Citizens are angry. They got wind of this, and so then they had a little town meeting. And of course, what did I tell you? The shenanigans have started. How you doing, Al? People better. Oh, Al, you're right. You're gonna wake up and like I told people, because when I first started this series, people were saying, well, I don't have where I live. We're not a sanctuary city. Well, neither is Lakewood, but you see what they're trying to do, right? Right, Al, 100%. So you better stay awake. Because I told you, Al, I don't know if you were here before, go back and check my earlier videos. This is coming to a town or a city near you, right? As they run out of resources. Of course, they're all running out of resources. This is a money pit. This is totally untenable. This is totally unsustainable, right? Okay. So more than 3,800 migrants are currently being housed in Denver. So, of course, you have 3,800 people. the resources aren't going to last for a very long period of time. Of course, there was a bipartisan bill in Washington. We know how Washington works. It fell through, fell by the wayside. They had some stuff. It was a bad bill, guys. Tied to Ukraine and to Israel. You know how it goes up there. So the bill was DOA on arrival, and so they knew it wouldn't fly. But listen to how you doing, Catherine, with friends. New York. Everyone say hello to Catherine. Catherine lives in New York. She's dealing with it firsthand, right? And people are leaving. Yeah, I know people. They're trying to leave New York. They're trying to leave California. All these liberal cities. Ow. Yep, I'm south of Chicago, and it's here. We got a massive influx of immigrants, and a ton of them, are already working in our warehouse. Oh, wow, Al. So what are Americans? So we've already talked about this for the ones who are here to get jobs. Look, follow the money trail. Who's benefiting? That's okay. So we need to be upset with them too. If they do hire these migrants, they're not paying them what they pay American workers. They aren't giving them health care. They're not giving them benefits. They're giving them the least or a minimal amount of what they would have to pay, a livable wage to American citizens. Again, follow the money trail, folks. I told you there are lots of people who are benefiting from this. How you doing, Cha-Cha? And someone new, Tweet Fobber, how you doing? Miss Pugsley, right, Miss Pugsley. And so if you follow that money trail, that's going to tell you all you need to know. Catherine said, they give me free rent. Yeah, Catherine, free rent. You said you're going to stop paying rent. Right, Catherine? Where can you go and live for free and don't have to pay anything? Tell me where that place is. I'm sending money every month to Rocket Mortgage. Tell me how I can get away without paying mortgage for free. This is unreal, Catherine. You see what I'm saying? And even if you try to leave, the rents are so high. It's awful. So I want you guys, like I said, I do apologize that I can't share the video with you because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on YouTube Live, and you can't share tabs. So I may have to find another streaming service. Yes, it is. That is a pretty name, Miss Pugsley. Peter, the NGOs and nonprofits are but Peter gets it. Peter knows what's going on. Yes. Find out who you're donating to. Peter, Peter, I've been telling people, do your research. Yes. Peter knows what's going on. And Peter, how about you, me, and everyone in this chat? Share it with people. How you doing, Fridge Reaver? Yes, you need to know who you're donating money to. See what they're doing, right? All right, so I do have an audio, but again, even though I don't have the video for you, listen to this, and I will be talking to you in the comment section. And again, you can type in Lakewood residents on YouTube. The videos are all over the place. Fridge Reaver, all good. I hope Sandra. Yes, dear. We were out of school today. So I did a video earlier, Fridge Reaver. Check it out. It's actually doing very well. It's over 2,000 views already. And I just did it a few hours ago. Eric, how are you, dear? So guys, listen to this video. This is Lakewood, a suburb of Denver. Denver being a sanctuary city, Lakewood, not so much. But listen to the word semantics that they use, right? So people, don't be fooled by your mayors, by your city council members. Don't let them do that to you. You pay tax money, and you don't deserve that. So listen to this, and as we listen, let's talk to each other in the chat section, okay? Listen to this. This is unbelievable. Let me know if the sound is good, and you can hear it clearly. All right, here we go.
Lakewood residents protest as Denver spends millions on new immigrants and tensions grow over what to do. Lakewood is a suburban area just to the south and east of downtown Denver. And they are pushing back. They are saying no go on the illegals in our city. We've got shenanigans going on. Let's get into it. Here we go. All right, so here is Denver. Here is Lakewood. Kind of gives you an idea where we are. Let's watch a video.
Right now, more than 3,800 migrants are being sheltered by the city.
And in the nation's capital, a bipartisan bill to curb immigration is dead. That bill tied aid to Ukraine and Israel to the policy changes at the southern border.
Crappy bill.
Failed to vote in the Senate after House Speaker Mike Johnson declared it DOA in the House because he said it didn't do enough. Former President Trump had been pushing congressional Republicans to reject it, and, well, Denver Mayor Mike Johnson had plenty to say about the bill's failure.
That bill did not fail because they couldn't find a solution that would solve the problem. The bill failed because they did find a solution that would solve the problem. And this guy is a tool. Let's just be clear. He's a tool. Was the most threatening of all to Donald Trump. And he intervened with House Republican leadership to kill that bill just so this crisis would continue, just so he thinks he has a better chance of re-election. It got killed because it was a terrible bill. It let in over 1 million illegals a year. It did nothing to stop the flow. It was just ill-conceived. I'm glad it's just dead on arrival. You betcha. It should have been.
Mayor Johnston went on to say that these types of decisions are causing people and cities to suffer. He went on to say when voters head to the polls, these are the types of decisions they should remember.
And as of Monday, Denver says it has supported more than 38,000 people who cross the southern border at a cost of more than $42 million. The city is currently operating 9 shelters for migrants.
Good luck with that.
Neighboring Lakewood is debunking myths over its migrant response.
Denver 7's Claire Lavazorio finding out how a conversation between the two cities
Notice they say debunking myths. There's a myth here.
to rumors that spiraled out of control.
Lakewood and Denver are separated by Sheridan Boulevard. As neighboring cities, that's why the mayor of Lakewood says it's an important conversation to be had. As the mayor of the 3rd largest city in the metro, Wendy Stum knows the migrant crisis isn't confined to Denver city limits.
What we know is that we do have migrants in our community already. We have migrants in our schools already.
Stum sees it as a regional issue that requires a regional conversation. That conversation between Denver and Lakewood city leaders sparked this emergency town hall Tuesday night, with hundreds of people showing up to voice their concerns over how...
No, because same. I literally checked my neighborhood and it is not even safe, and I thought it was. This is why I urge people.
No living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life.
Lakewood is handling the situation. Tonight, Mayor Stum setting the record straight and shutting down misinformation over Lakewood's stance on the migrant response.
I believe that making Lakewood into a sanctuary city is a huge mistake.
That is not happening. That is not a conversation that we have had. We are not discussing it. We will not be voting on becoming a sanctuary city.
Stum says another myth involves housing migrants in Jefferson County schools.
In fact, they're not even zoned for someone to be living in them.
Stum says the meeting between leaders offered meaningful insight into how nonprofits, faith-based organizations, and volunteers can help, and she doesn't want that to be misconstrued.
No one was talking about spending tax dollars. We just wanted to learn more.
In Lakewood, I'm Claire Lavazorio for Denver 7.
So you've got this.
So what do you think about that? Okay, so again, listen to the wording. Gabrielle, oh yeah, the schools are overcrowded. And they don't have the resources. Eric, this is getting ridiculous fast. Again, I'm not here to talk about what I believe in. I'm here to hang with friends. But this is right, Eric. Even if this isn't affecting you, again, you know it's not right. Thank you for that transparency, Eric. So listen to this, because this meeting got pretty heated. And some of these people, some of their community leaders, they were trying to blow it off. Like that's not what they were. Just listen to it. I can't make this stuff up.
Ocean that you've got. We're going to see this guy here in a second. But what you've got major pushback from a city that is saying, no, we are not a sanctuary city. Whatever the knucklehead governor or mayor of Denver says, let's do the opposite. That's the story. And this is a story that's been brought up multiple times, city of Lakewood, because it's so close to Denver. and yet they're going in a wildly different direction. Let's hear from Fox. Let's hear from this guy right here. What do you think this guy's going to say? Is he going to say, "Come on in"? Let's bring him on in. I don't think so. Here we go.
We don't have the tax base to handle it. It's a money pit. And you guys are responsible for our money.
Right. Right.
Don't screw it up. You guys are famous for screwing things up.
Really intriguing story. This is a neighborhood, a town just west of Denver, Colorado. Frustration on this border matter boiling over at that city council meeting. Residents say their hard-earned tax dollars are going toward migrants and that resources are simply being overwhelmed. Alicia Cunha in Denver on this tug-of-war and where it goes next. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Yeah, the crowd was at capacity at the Lakewood City Council meeting last night. This is a community of roughly 154,000 people, about 7 miles west of Denver. And folks who live in that suburb came out to voice concerns over actions they say their city is taking amid worry it could lead to an influx of immigrants. This as the city voted on a housing plan and whether or not to accept a $9.3 million grant for a, quote, navigation center for the unhoused.
You're going to incentivize something that you're not going to be able to deal with long term.
Again, the word semantics. They changed the wording up. They think people aren't intelligent enough to understand what they're saying. Just listen carefully, people. This is ridiculous.
Citizens of Lakewood are drowning, and you're all talking about adding more water.
Everybody's taxes are going to end up going up, and the crime is going to become incredible, just like New York City.
Council members say the proposed 100-bed navigation center would serve as a transitional home, providing job training and addiction and mental health services, mostly for those already in Lakewood.
So hold on. So you see, they said, well, we're going to help people with drug addiction and, the unhoused. You weren't thinking about helping any of these people before, but now, okay, since you've run out of resources, now you come up with these wonderful ideas. These people aren't stupid. They know primarily you're doing it because you ran out of your resources, and you couldn't go to them and just say, oh, well, we need a place for the migrants. No. Listen, folks.
And a navigation center and any other social resource may in fact support people who have immigrated here. I cannot build a wall between us and Denver. That's not city council's job.
Lakewood city manager says they have had one informational meeting with Denver officials on how Lakewood can help with Denver's homeless and migrant overcrowding, and said there are no concrete plans to provide housing or services to those populations. Yeah. Lakewood City Council meeting went on for 7 hours, and late into the night, the proposed navigation center grant was accepted with a vote of 10-1.
Well, okay, from Lakewood it goes. Lisa Cunha in Denver, Colorado. Thank you.
So you've got communities all across the United States right now going, all right, what do we do? What do we do? You've got communities all over the United States that are close to these major sanctuary cities.
Right.
And yet these smaller cities, smaller towns, they don't have the resources to do what the big city is not able to do already.
No.
The big cities are already struggling. Denver being the prime example in this case. Denver just struggle bus. One of the stories that I continually see is how many folks are out in intersections doing, the illegals are doing the scrub people's windshields down so if somebody gives them a quarter, 50 cents, a buck, whatever. That is literally how they're making, what little money they're making to go and do whatever. But you're seeing that en masse, and you're seeing that in New York City. You're seeing that everywhere that's been a big sanctuary city and has gone down this road of bring them all in. It's great. This is great. This is great. Until there's pushback. And I think what you're seeing in Lakewood is you're seeing initial pushback to hell. No, we are not going to have our city overrun. We don't want our city's taxpayers' dollars. And that's why it took them 7 hours to get through the meeting, is wanted to be able to have everybody speak. And I am guessing the vast majority of residents in Lakewood basically stated, we do not want them here. We can't afford to take them on.
Nope.
And if you can't afford to take them on, don't bring them in. It
Money
is
pit.
irresponsible. And that's the kind of conclusion I think you're seeing a lot in a lot of places throughout the country.
Is this America?
But they had that whole deal when they went down the road of, but we love everybody, bring everybody in, it'll be great, we'll just have a big kumbaya moment, and, we'll just all solve immigration together. And then millions of people stream across the southern border.
Yep.
And these sanctuary cities are going, we don't have the money to make this go. So Lakewood residents protest as Denver spends millions on new immigrants and tensions grow.
All right, you guys, tell me what you think about this. Catherine, again, I guess we'll have to pray for you, honey. I know you're there. You're living in New York. You're actually dealing with this every day firsthand. Yeah, everyone look at what Catherine's saying. She's dealing with this every day. And think about the older people who are there and they can't get out, or just financially people can't afford to get out. Eric, a different city nearby, found a loophole. Yeah, look, they're good at finding loopholes when they have something they want to do. I think Peter mentioned it earlier. When they have an agenda, they're going to find a way to make it happen. Peter said, peace, strength. We better circle our peeps and stand up. Better say something. I mean, they'll run roughshod over you. Grace, how are you? Stay vigilant. Don't give in. Ship them to DC. Right? Grace, I like how you think. Dump it on DC causes problem. Dump them at the White House. That's where the problems are. And so if you guys want to hear more of that, I'll play it. But yeah, all of this is on YouTube. It's everywhere, guys. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, Catherine, just be safe. The crime is increasing. Grace, they're dumping them off in downtown San Diego right now. Oh, wow. How you doing? Badger done. I'm in New York City. Thankfully for now, they're not in my neighborhood. All right, just be careful because they're all over the place. How you doing? Non-native, new subscriber, great content. Thank you so much. Yeah, Peter, autocorrect, make it good, Peter. You'll be all right. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Let me see. I can play a little more.
It's a great honor, that room.
But again, you could. All of this is on, YouTube. It's everywhere, guys. And I just wanted to let you know what they were doing to, and come on, a suburb. People work hard. They don't want their communities trashed. They don't want their taxes rising to take care of people who aren't even citizens. Someone said it earlier. Is this America? I don't know what this place is. Where are we, in the Twilight Zone? Where's Rod Serling? My Generation X's, I'm talking about the original Twilight Zone from 59 to 1966. Yeah, Eric. And so this puppet says Trump has won Virginia. Okay. All right. Sky Queen, thank goodness for the internet. Yeah, you guys, you've got to stay on top of what's going on. As you can see, they are not relenting. Every time I look at that border, I just cannot believe what I'm seeing. If we don't stand up, first of all, we've got to get Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, out of the White House. Yeah, thank you for the new subscribers. All of you who are here, hit that little thumb. If you like this content, share this out on your various forms of social media. You guys are getting a double-decker today. School was out because of the primaries. So I have to go back to work tomorrow. But I thought I'd, come on twice for you guys because I told you whenever I have more time, I like to come on. I like talking and conversing with you. And it's very cathartic for me, too. I don't like what's going on. And when I talk to like-minded people, it just makes me feel better. And then you guys give me more ideas, more topics that I can discuss. And I love it. James, I can't even explain how this affects the restaurant business in New York City. Yeah, James, it's bad. Floridia, yes. Peter, we need to stop thinking it's not happening in my town because it will. Peter, that's what I've been telling people. Yeah, it may not be in your town right now, but it's coming to a town near you. So wake up, people. And when they talk about, if they come up like they did there in Lakewood, now, they come up with these great ideas where they're going to all of a sudden help the homeless. something they haven't done before, be very wary, okay? Because that's what they tried to do with Lakewood. Well, we're going to help the homeless and the, people addicted to drugs. They said that because they wanted to bring in those migrants. And maybe they were going to help one or two Americans, maybe. They said that so they could use their resources and place them in their community. Don't fall for that. Sky Queen, yes, it's cathartic and informative. Yes, Sky, I don't know, when I'm talking to people and we both feel so, we all feel so passionately about some of these items and issues and topics that we discuss, it just, I feel better when I can get it out. And I know I'm not the only person that feels that way. Eric, I'd love it if Haley made a run at the other guy, but I know he's going to get the nomination. Okay. That seems likely, Eric. Sky is everywhere. Mayors of small towns are silently letting the newcomers in. Yes, Sky, that's why people have to get out and see what's going on. Exactly. All right. They need to get out and don't take face value what they're telling you. People, you better wake up. Or you're going to be in a situation like these people in Lakewood. But as soon as they got wind of it, they jumped on it. Okay. Peter, word salad, word semantics, right? If they're using these big words you don't understand, grab a dictionary or go online, figure out what they're saying. Okay. Read between those lines. Eric, they did that out here. It was pathetic. Oh yeah. What restaurants? Those things have been closing in New York City since the pandemic. Okay, Sky Queen. I call my reps and ask them, why do you hate America so much? That's a good question, and it's really obvious. Sky Queen, they're doing this for money. They're all bought and paid for. And those that don't know who's really behind all of this, George Soros, okay? He hates America. He's trying to destroy America. If you're not familiar with the Cloward Piven strategy, Google it. That is what is taking place in this country as we speak. That's what's going on. Yeah, Peter, money. George Soros. All these people are bought and paid for. I've mentioned them to you before. The Libs, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Al Sharpton, the Attorney Crump, the Congressional Black Caucus. I could go on and on and on. All of the race hustlers, all of them bought and paid for. What are they trying to do? They're destroying America with these democratic policies. I mean, if you can't see that, if people could look beyond party, just look at the policies and how harmful they are. And then that's okay to make them, how you doing, Sugar Daddy? It's okay to make a mistake. As I said, let's welcome these people in Chicago. I still have family in New York. They're dealing with this nonsense. Okay? So I no longer live in New York, but it still affects me. It affects my family. And this is what they have to deal with. It's not fair to them. They're hardworking professionals. And this is what their tax money is supporting. And they don't have a say in it. Eric, when they pulled that stuff off, the only reason everyone knew about it was what was happening. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Eric. Peter, they don't think it will ever catch up to them, right? Eric, yeah, Sugar Daddy sighting. Sugar Daddy, where have you been? Miss you. Robert, oh yeah, George Soros, China's behind it all. China and George Soros and the cartels. The Outer Limits was mine. Okay, Al, I think I have another Generation Xer in here. I love the Outer Limits too. But I'm just saying, guys, if people would read and learn, I'm not, and you can go out and vote for who you want to vote for, but I'm giving you the truth. And when this stuff blows up, I told you, these people in Chicago, I can't wait until November. They are saying they are flipping Chicago red. That has never happened in my lifetime, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. This is very significant. This is history, right? And I've never seen this in my lifetime. I'm old, but not that old. Okay. So people are like, people who started with me when I started the channel, why are you talking about all of this stuff? And I'm like, because this is history happening in front of our eyes. That's what it is. Well, you're all one-sided. I'm just giving you facts. I'm mostly, as some of my subscribers said, well, you're only talking about the Democrat. The Republicans haven't done the things that the Democrats have done. Now, the Republicans, if they don't get out and actively vet, this is the best chance Republicans have ever had. Now's the time. Get out. Don't speak to Black Americans. Speak to all Americans. This is our plan. This is what we intend on doing. Americans are hurting. Okay? They can't pay their rent. They're having a hard time buying food, paying bills. Right, Sugar Daddy? That's why I keep talking about it. Now, whether, and I tell people, I'm a registered independent. Both parties have failed us. But I harp on the Democrats because of their cunning ploys and plots and schemes, right? Now, are the Republicans perfect? No. They just don't spend money and resources because they say, well, for the most part, Black Americans aren't really going to vote Republican. So they didn't actively try to vet our votes. Now, the Democrats, if you look at everything they've done, did I see Jans? I'm sorry, the comments are coming. I'm missing some of them. Chicago, Ruby, I did a video on that. Chicago has not had a Republican mayor since 1931. I did a video on that, several videos back. I did my research on that. I remember from history that they're always liberal, but I had to look that up so I would have an exact date or year for you. And Ruby's on it. She knows what's going on. I'm trying to convince my neighbors at least not vote for Biden. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying, Badgerton. Now, for those of you who haven't been here before, Sugar Daddy, they're saying they are going to flip it. Those people are fed up. A lot of those people are in Chicago, are hardworking. They're the working poor. They've been asking the Democrats for money and resources for years. They're always told, or they were always told, oh, we don't have any money. So now they're looking at them side eye. Oh, really? You have billions of dollars for people who aren't citizens. So, yeah, I really feel it's going to happen. I really do. I told you, those of you who weren't here earlier, I'm not a big religious person. I do go to church. But I do feel that this illegal immigrant situation is being divinely driven so that the scales would fall off people's eyes, so that the veil would be lifted, right? So people would wake up. And I call this the Great Awakening. Madeline DeBlois, thank you for the super chat. And like I said, you can vote how you want, but just do your research. Now, you guys that haven't been here before, a lot of people, and a lot of people that look like me here on YouTube, Google it. They're saying the same thing I'm saying. I've never seen this many Black Americans speak against the Democrats, their policies, a Democratic president. Look, it's on YouTube. Look it up. Thank you so much, Matt. I love you too, dear. So I'm just saying, people, the Democrats and old Slyburn down there in South Carolina, they call her Auntie Maxine Waters. They don't believe it. How you doing, Lola? They don't believe any of this. Oh, those polls aren't accurate. So what do they use for? What are they really here for? Go look at where they live, right? They're saying, trying to identify with you. They don't identify with any of us. They're millionaires. They've been bought and paid for years. How do they identify with you? Maybe I'm not too smart. Explain it to me. Maybe you can help me understand. How do they identify with you? They're all bought and paid for. The Congressional Black Caucus, bought and paid for. Badgerton, Maxine's family members, right? Badgerton, you weren't here earlier. I did a video. Her nephew is telling Black people don't vote for the Democrats. A lot of Black people said they're voting for the couch. So I'm not telling you to vote for Republican. If you want to vote for the couch, that's your American right. And a lot of Black people said they're voting the couch. They're sitting it out. Thank you for the super chat, Sky Queen. Vote in person, take a chair or a Homer bucket to sit on. Yes, too big to rip. Yeah, keep your eyes open so that we don't have any hanging chads or anything else like that. Exactly, Sky Queen gets it. Yeah, she knows what's going on. Peter is going down right in front of your eyes. We will wake up and say, what happened? Peter, yes, that's what's so frightening. Peter says, I love my grandkids too much. And see, I don't have kids or grandkids, right? But I have family members, and that's what I'm afraid of, Peter. It's happening right in front of your eyes, and people are just unwilling to focus and see what's happening. And then they'll look up, and it's going to be over. So again, I'm not telling people, oh, you need to vote you're Republican, or you need to vote Democrat. I'm just telling you facts of the lies, the schemes, the gaslighting of the Democratic Party. Ruby, Maxine Waters, aka Mad Max, does not even live in Compton, the area she represents. Okay, now if that were a Republican, so again, we're talking about double standards. You know they wouldn't allow that. Please. Angela said, couch for me, new subscriber. How you doing, Angela? And that's your American right. And I know a lot of people are saying, no, they're shaming Black people. They're trying to shame them. Oh, your ancestors died so you could vote. Trying to put pressure on them and make them feel guilty. If you feel most comfortable voting for the couch, have at it. Victoria Graham, yes, I'm spreading the word because I'm fed up with the lies. I'm fed up with the ploys of the Democratic Party. Their favorite word is racism. And it's an excuse for those of you who haven't been here before. That's an excuse for failure. That's all that is. Is America perfect? No. Does America have problems? Yes. Is racism a problem that holds you back? No. You hold you back, not racism. Stop the lies. Stop the victimhood. I wasn't raised to be a victim. That's not how I was raised. And so I don't understand that ideology at all. Okay. So maybe that's a character flaw with me, but I don't understand victimhood. Badgerton. That madman in California needs to go. Yeah, Newsom. Oh my God. Woo. He's nuts. Peter, too many distractions. They don't want to stay focused. Exactly. Miss Pugsley, imagine how Maxine treats the cleaning lady who misplaced one of her wigs. Her James Brown wigs. Not the James Brown wigs. Oh, Miss Pugsley. Woo, Miss Pugsley, I love it. Don't lose those lace fronts now. Woo! That lady might lose her job. Don't touch those wigs. Tammy, new to your channel. I didn't vote for either one last time and won't do that. And that's Tammy, and that's fine. Because some people don't like either choice. That's fine, okay? But please, please, please don't vote for creepy Jim Crow Joe. Oh my God. I'd rather people vote the couch than vote for Jim Crow Joe. Al, that's the word on my South Side Chicago. Al, I'm telling you, for the people who aren't on social media, who don't research as much as I do, I'm telling you, Chicago is going to flip red. I'm telling you. If it does, Al, we need you to keep boots on the ground. We need you to keep your eyes open so no shady stuff's going on there like it did in Georgia. Oh, Tammy, everyone should go look and see what Malcolm had. Tammy gets it. Tammy, say it again. All of Malcolm X's speeches are here on YouTube. Malcolm X in 1965 talked about the Democrats. He did. Look it up. I'm not lying. He gave an analogy. He said that the Democrats are like the sly fox. The Republicans are the wolves. Now, let me give you this little analogy. Malcolm X was right. Yes, he was. He was very intelligent. I read his autobiography twice. And if I miss your comments, charge it to my head, not my heart. Malcolm X said, The Republicans are the wolves. They're not going to come in and play games and be nice and play footsie with you. Okay, so let's look at a fox and a wolf, and then let's go to a farm where the sheep are. The wolf is just going to go into the barn where the sheep are, just grab one, kill it, and eat it. That's the wolf. You know what you're dealing with. What's the fox going to do? The fox isn't going to go straight in, grab the animal, and kill it. The fox is going to, the sly. You heard the term sly fox. He's going to maneuver around and sashay and pretend to, like the fox. And in the end, what's going to happen to the sheep? They're still going to be killed. But the fox played games. The wolf just went in there. Okay, I'm hungry. Grabbed it, killed it, ate it. Malcolm X knew what he was talking about. He warned about the liberals in 1965. Louis Farrakhan, I did a video on him. And I was shocked, particularly when everyone thought Hillary Clinton was going to win. Farrakhan did a video. Oh, you are all so upset Queen Hillary didn't win. And he was talking trash about her. He knew, right? So, hey, it is what it is. If people would do, and I know the sad part is people, and you may know people like I do. If you do type it in chat, Ruby said Minister Farrakhan still shines it like that. Exactly, Ruby. So all I'm saying is that do your homework. And the sad part is, folks, I have know a lot of people. Their values are the same as mine. They feel the same way I do about education and a few other things. But you cannot get them to vote Republican. They're going to go in, they're going to vote straight Democrat. Now, I've already told you guys why. People have been indoctrinated and people have been brainwashed. They've been lied to. Look at it. Whatever, especially if you're looking at CNN, MSNBC, it's a wrap. Everything on there, oh, racist. That's all you hear. This is racist. That is racist. It's just, it creates the victimhood mentality and people fall into that and they don't even know they're falling into it. Get out of here with that nonsense. Ms. Buckley, stay away from people who find problems in every solution. Okay, yeah. How you doing, partner? She'll find us wine. Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. And if you're comfortable, the only reason CNN and MSNBC have any viewership is because old people go to sleep with the TV. Ruby gets it. Yes. Who in their right mind would look at that crap? And it's all, it's all far left. There is no middle. Now, I will admit, in the 90s, I did look at CNN. I did. When Lou Dobbs, those of you old enough to remember, when Lou Dobbs was on CNN in the 90s, it was not far left. It was right there in that sweet spot in the middle. And then when Lou Dobbs left, it was a wrap, straight far left. And they've been there ever since. And so that's just where we are with that. So not going to keep you guys for long. Just wanted to, I promised you guys who were here earlier that I would try to come back on. But yeah, stay focused, as Peter said earlier, and know what's going on in your surroundings. And if you see them trying to change things, you better get on it and find out what's going on, because they're trying to maneuver. They may be involved in some nefarious clandestine activities, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Don't fall for it. And you know what I've been saying. Oh yes, Sky Queen, I have plenty of updates for you, baby. Stay awake and don't fall for it. And I told you, if you live in one of those sanctuary cities, Catherine, guess what will and Kate announced they are divorced and alleged have to be a throw off. Catherine, Will and Kate, okay. Hanging mods in chat. Okay, Scott, Peter, it will be at the front door. Right, Peter? You have to be at the front door. See what's going on, right? Stay strong and don't give up. Thank you so much, Maddie. And I will try to keep you informed of what's going on. But if something doesn't sound right, I told you what I'm telling everyone. Catherine, since you're in New York dealing with all that nonsense and those shenanigans, I'm telling people, get together with people like yourself. You people need to start filing class action lawsuits. Something needs to be done. Yes, thank you so much, Ruby. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you like this content, let a friend, neighbor, or a phone know where they can go to get information. And I don't mean for it to have a certain sway to it, but it is all facts, and everything that I tell you, you can look it up. It's nothing that I've made up. Chicago, there will be shady stuff. You can bank on that. That's why we need those eyes and ears out there, right? Too big to read. I'm hoping. Al, so get your family, your friends, let them know to be cognizant of their surroundings. Watch everything that's going on so we don't have any cheating, because they are desperate. They see the blacks and Latinos are abandoning the Democratic Party in droves, and they're becoming desperate. I did a video on that. Check it out. Floridia. Have a great evening, everyone. Yes. Thank you so much, Floridia. Al, having said that, people will be watching. Yes, Al, I'm going to be watching closely too. Sugar Daddy, I used to pray for Joe. Was that Joe Williams on CNN? Okay, Juan Williams. Okay. Thank you, Sugar Daddy. Chef Ruby, please volunteer to be poll watchers. Ruby, I'm actually thinking about doing that as well. And so all of us are going to have to get involved to make sure this is a fair, impartial election, because I told you the Democrats are getting desperate, and I don't trust them. They're so greedy for power. I don't put anything past them. And we absolutely cannot let them win this election. If Jim Crow Joe goes, you can mark it. You heard it here first. If he wins this election, you can kiss this country goodbye. It's over. We're almost to that point now. So let's get out. And I'm not telling you who to vote for, but please, for God's sake, do not vote for Jim Crow Joe. Oh my God, I can't take it. This is I can't take it. Take election day off and watch video, volunteer. Oh, Peter, you make sure you're in my next live, because I like the way you think and I like your ideas. Okay. All right. Hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Share this stream out on your Facebook pages, your Instagram pages, whatever forms of social media that you have. And we can get the word out. I can't do it alone. With me and you together, we got this. We got it. All right. You too, Floridia. Everyone, take care. God bless. Have a good night. And I hope to see you all here next Sunday, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. I do appreciate you spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. And I will see you Sunday, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.